Madden, NFL Madden 2021. Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. How's everybody's night? How's everybody's day? Everybody doing good? Alright, let's rock. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's gonna enjoy the game. Here we go.
Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's a special prime edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks versus Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the
Let's
Seahawks
get ready to play some football.
Inside with 30 at the 27.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's rock.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On the delay, here's Carson.
Chris Carson on the carry.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He'll find Below out of the backfield. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion. Good gain by Chris Carson, picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Carson. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he will score. Touchdown, Greg Olsen.
Well, I kind of threw that a little bit too quick, but at least I got a touchdown out of it.
And there's a situation where it's a tight end. Once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play fake. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Get it. Yeah.
Lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
Yeah, they did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. This throw caught right around the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
No.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. His target, it's sharp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First down. Cousins on 1st down. That's to Cook out of the backfield.
I try to bring blitz on that, and it's not even worth doing. I mean, good God.
These aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up.
I trying to bring the blitz on that, and it didn't work out very well.
Considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Yeah, I got burned on that blitz.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give the defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
That was beautiful. That was right on the button.
Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks
Look at that catch. Look at that throw and catch. Why on a button? That was beautiful.
Offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about offense.
That was a beautiful pass for me for a touchdown. I'm leading 21-3.
Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage?
That's good.
Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Throwing. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And this is Cook with a grab. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. He's not going to get there.
Well, crud.
Blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice.
I guess I'll kick a field goal.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. And now out comes Minnesota. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. Nowhere does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action, Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. From the Seahawks.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Bailey's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Vikings 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the second down, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down.
Kept it in, and now they have to start their own goal line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about
Oh, yeah, that pin him down at the 1 yard line. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking of. Safety. Nope.
Has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Oh, no.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage right down.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
From the 36, Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to block it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Man, I'm good.
In the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep, so that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet.
Kicker 3, 27-6.
Right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result.
Boom shakalaka.
Tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man Sharp complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The sack there by Rasheem Green. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that...
You do it, and I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. It's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
At their own
Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why don't we walk?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
His throw incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this throw caught left side. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. On the carry, it's Cook. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And he's got room. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
If I can't score on offense, I just score on defense. That was awesome. And 57 right there. Look at that. Look at that catch. Look at that beauty. That's going to be 34-6.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Whoops. Whoops. My fault.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
And now out comes Minnesota. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 40-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. That's complete to Sharp. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Rushing up, and now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Yeah.
Coast to coast on the kick return.
Kick return for a touchdown. Oh, yeah.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now Abdullah, the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line.
I was trying to get him, but he just wouldn't, he wouldn't stay still.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden.
I try and get after him.
That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Man, get out too quick.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Well, we are in halftime. Downtown Seattle. I'm winning 40-16 over Minnesota.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, I tried to bring in some run blitz to stop that run, but it didn't work out very well, I guess.
Cut into that deficit. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 7. Now the hit comes.
Sack. Oh, got him.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a
Thank you.
in the booth with us during games, and I notice you
Appreciate it. Miss me. I want to run this back for a touchdown again. Bye bye. See you next week. Touchdown.
It's a kickoff return of
Bye bye.
4 yards. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score.
Again, Elder partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely...
Yeah, in just a minute.
get to see this.
Let's get back to the game.
We will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Oh, wide open. Man, I guys recover that a little better. Jeez.
Inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Play action now. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
That was good. He fumbled it. And I get the ball back. That was good.
Fumbles on their last 2. I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Carson. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick.
Shoot.
A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This is Carson.
Field, and I get a 1st down.
1st down,
yeah.
16 yards, the gain there.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Daniil Hunter, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. Oh, this is a quick slant to Lockett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Bomba, 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 bomba.
And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They run it again with Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Oh, it's my ball.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out
Thank
on
you.
1st and 10. They run it with Carson. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Well, Brand, I don't think they're making any secret of what they want to do right now. They want to control the clock, keep the ball away from the other team. You just wonder, did they start to shut it down a little bit too early? I think what they're counting on, though, if they continue to move the ball and get significant gains, their energy will stay high, and they won't go into hiding too quickly.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd and 1, Wilson will find Metcalf. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Well, obviously, Red Man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think. Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run again with Carson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown.
Boopa, 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 boopa. Yeah. I'm on fire, baby.
As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have
61 to 22 in the 3rd quarter.
and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy,
I'm just smoking them right now.
coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that.
Oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys
I wonder how many turnovers they have in the game. I guess that running back just lost the ball. 3 fumbles. Wow, I wonder how many turnovers they have.
How many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles? It's time to change their luck some way.
3 fumbles and 3 drives. Wow.
You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
First down,
Gotta take care of the football.
Seattle, pick up a 13. They show run.
Guys ain't doing it.
Tight ends here on 1st down. Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
Poor tackling, too.
Solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch.
Poor tackling.
Thought he'd be a little more active
Sorry.
in the passing game.
Poor tackling.
Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try to run with Carson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson His second touchdown of the night.
So he like that. Yeah.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Again, it's Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
That was good. Right up the middle.
And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche. An avalanche is coming right on top of it. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot.
And he will score. Touchdown.
Oh, that was a long. That was one of the biggest runs I ever done in the game.
60 yards.
60 yards, that's pretty good. And I'm running away with it. Now it's 75 to 22 now. I'm blowing him out of the stadium.
That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him.
Now Cook hit when he watched the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Wow, another turnover for the Vikings. That's horrible. That's 4 fumbles for Cook.
We hear coaches say all of the time, one starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it.
Wow. That's incredible. Oh, so it wasn't a fumble.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Okay. 2nd down and 7. See what we got.
Give to Cook out of the
All
gun.
right.
A pickup of about 3
Got
yards
popped.
as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
We're going in the 4th quarter.
What's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. A 1st down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Back now in Seattle, Washington. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this is a blowout so far as we get set.
Seriously.
Quarter, a very and now off to the races down the right side.
God, are you kidding me?
Touchdown, Vikings.
62 yards for a touchdown.
Justin Jefferson, 62 yards. And the Vikings are able to at least knock
seriously?
down a bit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30-yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. Will they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Shamar Stephen there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. First down, here's Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call. And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore. Throwing is Cousins. Quickly to Thielen here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now. You know what that generally means? Success. That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too. Yeah, everyone dialed in. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the Seahawks
boom, Baba.
And they bring him down. Bobby Wagner in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw, Cousins. He's got his man Sharp.
I mean, seriously.
Out across midfield down to the 45.
He caught that ball.
A gain there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that. They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
Because he's getting out of ball out of his hand too quick. Can't get to him in time.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one. I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not get back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
Cousins on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. They'll run with Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This will be caught at about the 6. Now Cook hit and he launched the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Oh, yeah.
He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And they
Whee!
back.
Touchdown.
Recovery and a Seattle touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Not just crushing them. 82-29.
The kicks away following that fumble return. Now Abdullah, the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And they were on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant you get. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To the air again, it's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there. And a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get into the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back.
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to get a score back. Bailey now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the throw left sideline here is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Cousins again. And he finds Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 22 yards there, a first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Bailey as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Now it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Final score, Seahawks.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working.
So what do you guys think about the game?
They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,
Let's see, Kirk Cousins, 2 interceptions, 3 TDs,
That's called being in the zone.
and yardage. 728 yards of passing, 302 total yards. Let's look at the standards. Starts for both teams. Total offense 856 total offense for the Minnesota Vikings. Seahawks 646, rushing 171. Seahawks 353, passing 658, and 93 total passing yards. First down, 32-20 for Seahawks. Turnover ratios, Vikings 7, Seahawks 0. And the first quarter, Seahawks 24-3, second quarter 26-13, third quarter 35-6, fourth quarter 21-7. And our final score, 82-43 Seahawks over the Minnesota Vikings. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the football game, and I would love to enjoy it also. Enjoy it also. If I hope you enjoyed the content, hit the subscribe bell and hit the thumbs up. Always makes me more maybe make more content. The Seattle Seahawks defeated the Minnesota Vikings 82-43. Until then, everybody, have a good night. See ya. See you next time. Bye.